welcome to the Smiley Retreat, and today is a new episode. I am in the company of Prie Muneeprom. Hi Prie.
Hi Luca. Hi.
Very nice. So Prie is a very, very experienced yoga teacher. Is originally from Thailand, and I had the pleasure of attending one of his teachings recently as well, which was a teaching in Yin Yoga. So I'm very excited to have him here today because I want to know everything about Prie and his background. I know that you've been into yoga for quite a few years now.
Yeah.
What is your journey so far into yoga?
So my journey in yoga it started when several years ago when I was really big and I can't breathe properly. So that's how it's thinking to find something to do it good for myself. And then one of my friends said okay, that yoga is might good for me. So I give it a try, and then after that I found I really love yoga. I really into it. Yeah, and it made me the long journey after that to travel to India for my first and teacher training, and then go to India again for my second teacher training. Yeah, and I come back to Thailand and keep practicing, and then I think one day I'm ready to share. Yeah, and then okay, let's share my yoga journey with people at that time. So I start to teach. Yeah, so I've been teaching in Samui for several years, and then I go to the UK to teach in UK. Yeah. Basically, it's in the southern of UK, and then I travel to Koh Phangan and be here for a year and a half already for sharing yoga. But the journey of yoga that brings me into the next levels of my life, or the better life, to find a balance, yeah, and to travel inward into myself more. Yeah, I practiced several styles of yoga in Hatha, Vinyasa, Yin Yoga and Ashtanga. So basically it's all styles. Yeah.
That's very good. So you said that you started with India, which is a very good place to start if you want to become a yoga teacher. Indeed, because India is the place where yoga comes from. Where did you study in India?
I study in Rishikesh in India, so it's basically the capital of yoga. Yeah, yes, this is. I learned a lot from the teacher there, because they are very knowledgeable and teach me what a traditional yoga is and what is the real yoga. So it's not only the physical body, but it's the mental body and the breath and pranayama and meditation and everything. Yeah.
Absolutely, the whole yoga system. I also learned yoga initially in Shivananda in Madurai in India, and I got a very strong connection with India. It's one of my favorite countries, possibly after Thailand,
Good answer.
I know that you are from Koh Samui originally, is that right? So Koh Samui is the island next door, so you're definitely a local person, which is lovely as well. And you mentioned also that you traveled to the UK and you were teaching in the UK for a while, is that right? Where did you teach?
I was teaching in Salisbury, which is very small city near Stonehenge, in between London and Bournemouth. Yeah, so in there, I'm basically teaching all-style yoga from Yin, Ashtanga, Vinyasa, and Hatha yoga. Yes, and it's quite challenging to teach in that city, because most of the students are the student with conditions, for example, knee replacement, shoulder replacement. So yes, it's a challenge to me, but I learned a lot from them and how to teach these people with conditions like that, and it's also to embrace it to my practice and also to embrace it to my teachings after that. So.
Indeed, the challenge of teaching to people that have some physical, serious sometimes physical challenges is really something, right? Absolutely, because you have to be extremely very careful. In yoga, you don't want anybody to get injured, right? And yoga can be used as a therapeutic tool for the physical body, is that right?
Absolutely, yeah. But The only thing that yoga can be the therapeutic tool of physical body is depend on the person how they practice it. I think if they put their body too deep, too hard by not listening to their bodies and try to compare their body to another body, another people, there will never be a therapeutic yoga or never be a therapeutic tool. More to injure themselves, but it to practice mindfulness. That is gonna be the therapeutic tool for the physical body and even for the mental body.
So basically, you already mentioned quite a bit about yoga, but what is yoga to you? I mean, the way you interpret yoga, you feel yoga, you live yoga. What does it mean, yoga?
Yoga for me is the way to find happiness. By traveling inwards into myself, and find a connection between myself and the breath and the mind. So it doesn't matter about the physical bodies, it doesn't matter for how deep your posture is gonna be, or it doesn't matter about how crazy you can perform the posture, but it's about to travel inward, and to be present, to be in the moment, and also to find the balance between this is too much and this is too little, and find the balance by using this yoga practice to find out into the center.
I like that. You know, it's indeed a great way to rebalance. And I like the fact that you say that yoga is also happiness and is find happiness, and it's much more than just the physical aspect of it. Although most people start with the physical aspect, then you'll see that sort of your mental abilities to to be calm and to relax and to center and to go with the flow just comes after it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just come after.
It's really nice.
Yeah, after physical body practice, I think that's 100%, not like 99%, as let's say. All the people who's traveling to the yoga path, they start from the physical body, and then after that, they realize that yoga is not just the physical body, but it's much more than that. And then they can find balance by practice asana, practice breathwork, meditation, and so many things about yoga. And then they find the balance, they find the center, and by finding the balance, by finding the center of themselves, and that is the way to find the happiness.
I love it, indeed. And another step after the asana practice or the physical practice is the breath work, or what we call pranayama. Is there any little exercise, a very simple exercise that you can show the layman or anybody to do that is just a way to change the way you breathe in order to reconnect or rebalance? What's your favorite?
Yeah, sure. Pranayama practice is basically to control our breath. It's like it's come from two words, So it's prana, that means life force or life energy. It's basically the breath, and yama is to control. So is to practice the breath control or to focus on the breath. So my favorite practice is Nadi Shodhana. We need to inhale to the left side first, and then exhale to the right side, and then inhale to the right side, and then exhale to the left side. By make the inhalation longer as much as possible, and exhale is very long as much as possible.
Very nice.
So, do you want me to demonstrate that?
Yes, please. Let's do it.
So the Nadi Shodhana, what I like to practice is to use my two fingers to press on my third eye, and I use my thumb to cross my right nostril, and I'm gonna use my ring finger to cross my left nostril, but let's do it side by side, So one round of Nadi Shodhana is to first you exhale completely, then the thumb crossing the right nostril and inhale to the left side, very long and slow. And then your ring finger closing the left nostril and exhale to the right nostril. Then inhale to the right nostril. Close the right nostril and exhale to the left nostril. So this is one round of Nadi Shodhana, which benefit to also finding the balance between the left and the right side, between the yin and yang sides, feminine and masculine energy. And also by inhales and exhale very long like this, it allow the oxygen to travel into our body more. Yeah, with the benefits when the oxygen travel into our body when it's circulated into our blood, into our brain, so it makes our bodies more healthy. And also it's benefit to the digestive system as well, to bring the oxygen travel into our internal organ, so make our body very healthy by practicing this thing.
And I really love the connection with the digestive system. So it's possible that if you guys struggle to be present when you're eating your meal, it's difficult for you maybe to practice mindful eating, which is a very, very, very good way to calm yourself, connect with the food, and then chew the food slowly and really, really take your time to eat. Simple little practice, and you can take it away. And if you want to try it today or, with your next meal, why not? So I know that you teach indeed, as you mentioned, different styles of the asana practice, of the physical part. What is your favorite though?
My favorite right now is obviously Yin Yoga. Yeah. Because this kind of practice this allow me to travel inward, to allow me to be present and to enjoy the sensation of my breath, of my physical body, and allow me to be with myself. Yeah, the most. Yeah, it's very passive practice. It's very gentle practice, but that is the most challenging practice for so many people, also for me as well, to travel from the physical bodies, from fast movement, from everything crazy posture, to just slow down and take time and to enjoy the sensation, and just to like a kind of meditation of my body, toward my body, and to be in the moment. That's quite challenging, like for the mental body, it's not for the physical body though. Yeah.
I love it. I love Yin Yoga too, I have two personal practices. One is more of a Hatha Yoga practice, and another one is one where I hold postures for about 3 to 5 minutes, and it's kind of a Yin style. It's not exactly Yin, but as I mentioned earlier, I did the Yin course with the Prie, and that was really, really, really nice. And if you are particularly stressed and you want to find a way to let go of stress, reconnect with yourself in a very gentle, safe way, I'll say Yin Yoga and also restorative yoga. These are like lovely practices that you can find either at home, wherever you are, if you live in a city for sure, otherwise you can go online as well, yeah? Very nice. So, as you can see, we have a lovely sort of, group of different teachers and healers in Koh Phangan. Prie is certainly a very solid, very strong yoga teacher. He's been teaching in some of the biggest schools here, and I'm sure he'll have the opportunity to teach at the Smiley Retreat as well.
So it would be amazing. That would be great honor for me.
That's lovely, lovely indeed. So thank you very much for this little chat together today, and yep.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Luca.
Thank you, Prie.
Thank you.